Like, so like, first of all, put that big ass hammer away.
This one?
No, take that one away too. Get that thing out of here. So you telling me all you have equipped is a Baron and that ugly ass. Oh, why do you have so many hammers equipped? There you go. Yo, my man, yo.
TikTok is triggered.
Yo, did you see what he pulled out though?
Bro,
yo,
why the f like a raccoon?
Mago.
Yo, it's like Cooper.
For the uninitiated, Fragment Flurry Jess used to be one of the best characters in the game, hands down. Ninjas weren't even in the meta by any means, and Epic Games specifically had to nerf Teddy's because the build was just too strong. Although I don't remember exactly what she did, it was similar along the lines of what she did now, just better. And Teddy's back then used to hit a lot harder, last longer if you're playing a certain build, and just overall do a lot more damage. Combined with the stun on the shock tower on a very low cooldown, you were looking at very, very powerful builds. Her and Reclaimer used to be the same exact character, and if you had either one, 90% of the time in a late game mission, you would find them in your party. They did enough damage, they can farm on the go with AMC, and all in all, were fantastic characters. So much so that Epic Games needed to nerf them specifically in the Hero Rework update, which is version 8. I just want to show you guys that real quick, and here we go. Shock Tower reduces the stun duration from 0.75 to 0.5, so 0.25 seconds off the stun duration on a Shock Tower, so taking away some of her crowd control. And then Teddy, reduced damage per hit 16 to 13. And look, it says it right here. This change is to help promote active play while still enabling Teddy builds. And that's not the only reason that it really hurt Outlanders. Her entire kit was gutted. You needed to do, you know, a build like this instead of having all of this already in your build, plus 6 other perks, because each team perk, I believe, or each person had, I think, 12 abilities, which were similar to support team perks. For a while, they just really neutered Outlanders. You really couldn't use them. But that's not the only reason they fell off so hard, is because the following 2 big team perks that we got were Blast from the Past, which makes absolutely no sense to run on an Outlander unless you're using a very recent build, which I'm going to showcase at some point soon. And then Totally Rockin' Out came out, which doesn't work with any Outlander ability in the game. None of them. So it really made soldiers and ninjas much more in meta, and especially how crit chance, crit damage on your weapons and your melee weapons, how those are rolled. That is usually 95% of the time the best way to do it. Totally Rockin' Out came out, just made those builds better. Plus other characters can crit with their abilities, just really put Outlanders off the face of the planet. They were terrible. But now with Happy Holidays, they're starting to come back into at least a playable state.
Oh shit.
Jizzle, your laugh, you sound like a Marvel's comic villain.
Oh shit, that's so true. Bro, I feel like people, when they ask me what I'm doing and then like I'm telling them that I'm like helping you record a video, they get mad at me because I won't play with them.
Ooh.
I'm like losing friends because of you.
Oh, you lost me $2.50, so
Yeah.
got to be more careful.
No one knows my name.
I know your fucking
There's
name.
a smasher over here, Tick.
Where we at? Reston. All right.
Oh, you dick.
Oh,
What?
yeah, he's coming for me.
See what we can do here. I probably shouldn't have put it right in fucking front of him. I suck. I should put it behind, farther away.
I got another one over here too.
Oh, this is a physical smasher. I'm gonna redo this little test.
The element fell down in the hole.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There's that 30k damage. 4, 3. Put this shit far as hell. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. 30.
Is it problematic if he's coming? Okay.
No, it's good. It's good. 32,000 a shot. That's pretty nasty. Did we build a base? Is there a base?
Yeah.
Is it epic?
I have literally no idea. Mago built it, so.
Oh, so
you
it's
know,
trash. It's
whatever-
fucking garbage.
Whatever that implies.
There's 3 walls.
One of
You
them
guys
a
are
hole
legit
inside.
toxic as fuck. I need new friends. Man literally acts like Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I had. Wait, what?
What is acting like Bruce Willis? Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh yeah, this about to be an epic fail here.
No, we got this.
What do you have against Bruce Willis?
No, how do you act like Bruce Willis? No, I need to know.
How are you losing?
How is it sweet?
Smash or rip through?
You guys do this.
I don't know if this calls us doo-doo. Yet this man's never built a tunnel in his career. I can't even spell
Who
tunnel with
put
a
wood
dictionary.
right here? Oh shit.
At least they did something. What the fuck did you do?
Just
Oh, kill the Smasher. Jizzle, why are you running away? Yo, Jizzle just ran away from the Smasher. Is that what the cool kids call them? Frags? Yo.
I got mad frags.
Yo, I need those frags.
It's actually a cool word. You guys are fucked. It's like, bro, you're fucking, we lose. You're the worst teammate.
oh
You got in
shit.
the world's 5 worst. And Oski's number 1. If I could drop kick Tiktak right now, I would. Holy shit.
So why Fragment Flurry Jess and not like Jingle Jess or the other Jess or the other Jess or maybe even Grizzly? Why are we playing her instead? Well, let's take a look at what she actually does. Her standard perk is kind of subpar, if I'm being honest. Fragment generation, every 39 eliminations gain 1 charge fragment. That's kind of iffy. However, her commander perk might make up for it. Every 13 eliminations gain 1 charge fragment. Now, you can get probably 2 to 3 charge fragments per encampment, let alone running around the map and grabbing the charge fragments that might be in the little things. Either way, you're looking at almost infinite, and I mean infinite charge fragments. You'll see in the footage in a second, we had like 10, 13, 20 fragments during the defense phase, which allows you to do what? Well, it allows you to have your Teddy and your shock tower on ridiculously short cooldowns, like absolutely ridiculous.
Damn, Tiggy broke his tunnel. You petty.
He said Jizzle.
Right.
You drunk?
He petty as hell.
What? Makes no sense.
Yo, Jizzle, it's Resident 86 breaking my shit.
Thing.
Wow, straight caught.
I just saw that shit. You went into their spawn and caused that shit to break.
I don't know what you're talking about. I literally just hopped through.
I want to believe you, but I don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. That's a very
Off
real
the team.
possibility.
Off the team. Off the team.
The papega sandwich or slice of bread?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on.
No, well, if anybody's a sliced bread around here, that's Jizzle. So I guess they're a papega sandwich.
Legit a sliced bread. So look at that. Surround pound into the boombo. Oof. Combo.
Calm down, Ryu. You're fucking combo.
It's actually Ryu, bro. Please.
Where the fuck? Why are there 9 smashers on the map right now?
This base.
What the fuck?
Built this base.
That's 100% Mago.
God
He
damn.
took credit for it and everything. He's like, it's good looking, right? Teddy's did a little more damage. Just like slightly.
Like 10k more, right? Like 10 to 15k more.
Like per shot? No, not that much. Like, I wish on elemental husks they hit for 30k. Then I'd be happy. So I guess, yeah, like 10k more. Yeah.
I was right.
Or just all teddies are energy, which I think they should be. Landers that give us fire, nature, water teddies, that shit would be dope. That would be dope. From now on, we're just going to say that she has a 3-second cooldown on her on her Teddy and a 7-second cooldown on her shock tower, which is ridiculous. Happy Holidays is the best team perk for Outlanders, hands down. And then we're bringing Under Warranty because it's a nice little boost to damage. It's very similar actually to Bear Stare on the way how it works, occasionally happening and hitting for a lot of damage on a single target. Berserker for an extra 30%. Bear with me for 4 seconds so we can get to that 3-second cooldown on Teddy, and Impossibility Matrix because we're actually making the best use of this perk in the game. Always having fragments and always having one to get that extra 10%, it's definitely worth bringing into your build. The only thing that you might be asking questions here is Plasma Arc. Now you can replace this with anything that you would like, feel free to do so, but I was using an Energy Boom Bow. Since it takes 58% of damage dealt and the boom bow hits so hard and it's an AoE, you have a higher chance to proc Plasma Arc and you can just run around with a boom bow, hit targets, drop your teddy, have it shoot from a far distance away. You're sitting at a far distance away with a boom bow and just really lay into the enemies. Now, I'm not saying this is the best build in the game for Outlanders. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Cyberclops does more damage, and probably Trailblazer Quinn as well. But it doesn't mean that it's not a bad build. And in fact, always having fragments and taking advantage of impossibility matrix, allowing you to have insane uptimes, is just a lot of fun, and it fits my playstyle, and it probably fits the majority of playstyles, because you most likely find things that I find annoying, you probably find annoying as well, like farming those charge fragments at the start of the mission. The other cool thing that you can do here is you can get rid of all of these bear perks and just buff her shock tower instead. You can bring wild fragment Deadeye, flash AC, and a couple of other ones that buff your shock tower. Shock tower, in fact, might be the stronger ability out of the two, because if you have the proper loadout, you can get them down to insanely short cooldowns, like 6 seconds, I believe. Regardless, she's a lot of fun to play. Definitely check her out. She is back, at least to some degree, that you can play with.
Oh, he's the first streamer to actually say my name correctly, too.
Magoo?
No.
What's that?
It's
Magoo. Better than Magoo. You sound,
the worst candy
you sound like
game.
a bad Italian sauce.
Oh shit! Some secret.
Somebody pass me the Magoo.
Damn.
I'm leaving.
And that is Fragment Flurry Jess. If you didn't play her in the past, give her a try now. She's definitely up there where she used to be, just not as strong. If you guys like the build, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to read your thoughts, and if you have any other builds you want me to try, definitely leave them down there as well. If you guys want a little bit of more live interaction, we're live right this second at twitch.tv/RoundedTiktak. Come by, say what's up, meet the family, meet the pack. I'll see you guys on the next one. Tiktak out.